Check it. Hey, yo, what up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're going to be looking at AMC, GME, SPY, and Bitcoin, giving you guys your daily update and prediction on these assets based off the charts, the facts, and the data. We are not going to waste any time. We are going to hop right in, giving you guys an update and prediction on what I think is going to be coming. Guys, we are absolutely on point this week and last week, crushing it in the game. We're going to continue to crush it. Let's get this money. Let's hop in the charts. Let's go. All right, you are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're going to be looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. We're also going to be looking at Bitcoin as well. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. Now, with that being said, let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So, I just want to point out a couple things here on SPY. So, obviously, today was a very successful day. Breakout of the falling wedge. We pretty much knew this would happen. We called this play here last week, playing the whole downside, and then called the bottom perfectly, and then played this upside. So right in the bag, we're good. Now, what is going to be happening next? A lot of people want to know. Well, this is what we're looking at on SPY. I believe that a lot of people were trying to short down here. This is definitely a short squeeze type move. You are outside of the bands. You are clearly having a large push to the upside. You are finally back inside the bands here on the 2-hour time frame. It looks like we're kind of making a bull flag. There's probably going to be a little bit of a push to the upside, filling this gap here at 475, and then you're probably going to see a pullback. I think we could hit 478. I think we could hit 478, maybe even a higher high. I think we could potentially hit 480. I do think that is possible. But there is major resistance after that point, which I don't think we'll be able to break. And therefore, I do think we will be making the overall top. I just want to show you guys here real quick on SPY. There are sell walls at that 478-ish level. So I will show you guys here if I can find them. I think they're on like the monthly. Yeah, so we're in a big sell wall here. There's a lot of sell pressure up here. There's a lot of buy pressure down here where the gap fills are, ironically. And we are making a double top. I believe we're making a double top, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of people are bullish on SPY. That's fine. Fundamentals say we cannot go on a bull run, but that's fine. I already explained my position and my reasoning behind it. I also explained why I believe Bitcoin is going to decouple. I did a whole video on that over this weekend. So if you want all the explanation on why I think that, you can check that video out as well, because I know some of these things kind of sound crazy when I say them if you do not know the logic behind them. So hopefully that helps clarify to some people why I think the way I do. But we're also in a massive rising wedge. I think this is going to be breaking down to the downside. Rising wedges are always very deceiving because they move to the upside rapidly and then they have a massive pull to the downside. Overall, you can see a double top type action here. But I think SPY is going to be topping out. I don't think we go into a no bull run. It would literally have to go parabolic to do so. It would literally have to just continually go straight up. And if it did that, then we're hyperinflating. So if we're doing that, then it doesn't really matter anyways. Because if it literally, look when you zoom out, I just want to show people how ridiculous it would be. It's like when you zoom out, right? And then look at these asset classes. And then people are telling you that it's going to go on a new bull run. It's insane because it would literally have to keep going like this. Like how can it just how could it do that? And you know, it's not realistic. It's not sustainable. So there's going to be some huge major pullback. I see this massive rising wedge, these buy signals down here, massive gap fills to the downside. I believe that we are going to see that. Now, what are we going to see here in the short time? Obviously, we're hitting our price targets. We did have calls in the Discord. We played this perfectly. Us, the family, the team. We played this downside last week. We're playing this upside this week. We already identified this major level here of 468.15. Use that as support, and also we broke out the falling wedge. I confirmed this morning that you were going to see a major pop to the upside. Everybody who got in was very, very pleased with the results, as we did get this move early. You can see that the MACD is starting to curl down, so momentum is starting to fade, and we are extremely overbought here on the RSI. You are making a bit of a bull flag, so what you're most likely going to see is a bit of a pop up and then a massive pullback. Again, 476 to 478 is the price targets I'm thinking we're going to be hitting on this next rally. In my personal opinion, tops would have to be that 480, but I honestly don't believe we'll be hitting that unless inflation comes out good this week. Then it's a possibility. If inflation comes out good this week on Thursday, it might be a possibility with the momentum we're seeing. But this is, again, SPY just setting people up for disappointment because it's moving in an unsustainable path. It's gapping up. It's making too fast of movements. It's a short squeeze. It's going to have a massive pullback to the downside. Not sustainable, not what you want to see if you want to sustain a bull rally. So that's what I'm looking at for SPY, in my personal opinion. Now let's go ahead and hop into Bitcoin, show you guys what's going on with Bitcoin. I did say that if we make a major break above 44,400 and hold that level of support, you're going to see a big move up to about 46 to 47K. Well, lo and behold, right here is that move. I called that out on multiple shorts over the weekend and in my Bitcoin video that I talked about just a little bit ago. I'll link that in the description. But it is a very good video describing why Bitcoin is going to decouple, why I think the market is going to crash. And the move happened right here on Monday. We used this level of support and then made a bull flag that we tracked during the live stream and then had to push up. And we are now tracking this current bull pennant as well. I do think Bitcoin is actually about to make another move to the upside. Believe it or not, I believe Bitcoin is actually about to make another move to the upside. I believe the market's about to make another move to the upside. I believe that we're about to see a lot of upside. Now, the thing about this is that just like SPY, Bitcoin is on a somewhat unsustainable path. I mean, it is outside the bands on the monthly time frame. It is really, really starting to move. But Bitcoin is in a crazy spot right now. We might see some crazy type of movements. You can see here where it did go outside the monthly bands for quite some time, riding the bands to the upside in a basic short squeeze, like a massive. This was basically a short squeeze over months. Okay, so absolute insanity. I believe Bitcoin is about to do something similar. I believe Bitcoin is about to go absolutely insane. This is just my personal opinion. It's not financial advice. I am heavily invested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Full disclosure. I believe Bitcoin is about to go insane. It's breaking out of a massive falling wedge. You also have buy signals on the monthly super trend. This thing is about to go bananas. It literally is insane. So I believe Bitcoin is actually about to make another move to the upside. Once it breaks out of that pennant shape. We are holding 47K currently here, hovering around that level. This could happen here on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then you'll probably start to see a pullback after this next pop to the upside. But again, if the ETF gets approved, this thing's going to go absolutely insane, and I will be doing more cryptocurrency videos. Let's go ahead and talk about GME. GME actually had a overall flat day today. A lot of people were disappointed with GME as a lot of things were mooning, but GME did what GME needed to do. I believe GME is in a massive inverse head and shoulders. If it can get back above these key levels, there are gap fills to the upside that would indicate that we can easily get back up to these key levels. But you want to see GME break above the level of, let's see here, $16. So we want to break above $16 on GME using that level of support to see a move to the upside. GME is holding the key levels of $15.70. I believe it will hold these levels. Also, I officially stated today that I believe GME bottomed at $11. And let's see, 80 cents here on Webull is what it's saying, $11.80. I believe GME has bottomed. So I believe that GME will not be going lower than $11.80. I believe GME has bottomed. It's breaking out of a massive falling wedge. It's also about to go in its disbelief rally. This is the slight bit of pullback you see before the pump to the upside. I've explained this multiple times. And as long as we continue to hold these key levels, which I think we are about to, and then make an inverse head and shoulders, we're about to approach 18. And then that sets us up for a whole run to about $30. And then after that, we could go absolutely insane. So I believe GME is in a good position. long story short, I really don't have to explain much with GME. Short and sweet. Just key levels that you're looking out for are to break above $16. You don't want to see it break above $15.70. I don't think it's going to be breaking below that. We tested its support all day today and held it. Starting to get MACD to flip, starting to gain our bullish momentum. Right here, you can see the MACD starting to curl up on the 4-hour time frame. You can see RSI is extremely low. GME is about to recover and move back to the upside. I think it's making an inverse head and shoulders and about to make a nice pop to the upside, in my personal opinion. Now, let's go ahead and hop into AMC. I also want to show you guys that shares are low for AMC, so this is good. Shares are low for AMC. We're at about 2.8 million. Now, that is still a lot, but they are getting very, very scarce, and they're only at 40 for GME. Now, this could change within the morning, but guys, we are looking prime right now. We are looking prime in the meme stocks, guys, right now. And AMC, believe it or not, yes, AMC, believe it or not, went up today. It went up. Now, let's not have anyone rain on our parade with a little bit of dilution, but as long as we contain and maintain this momentum, I think we're going to see a continued move to the upside as AMC is also making an inverse head and shoulders, and the RSI is extremely low. We are outside of the Bollinger Bands here on the larger time frames. I believe we're about to pop back up, or we were outside of the Bollinger Bands here on the daily time frame. You can see they're kind of catching up now. I believe we're about to pop back up. Also, weekly Bollinger Bands getting mad tight. You can see that. Volatility is coming. I think AMC is actually bottoming, believe it or not. Now, we don't want to call it prematurely because, again, dilution at any moment could ruin this, literally. But we're holding the key levels of $5.08, and we are starting to form an inverse head and shoulders, which will take us back up to about $5.50. And if we can break that level, we could easily go back to $6, seeing a slight recovery on AMC. We were going to go level by level on AMC. We're not going to get too hype. We're not going to get too crazy. We're going to go level by level on AMC, determining each step of the way with technical analysis. Again, I'm not going to be calling for a short squeeze unless I see some type of imminent setup or something like that. And I'm not going to be calling for some type of crazy rally unless I see an imminent setup. We are going to be going level by level, but I believe that AMC is in a position to make a nice pop to the upside based off the patterns that we're seeing here. MACD going green, RSI extremely low, and forming an inverse head and shoulders. AMC is looking primed as well, with the shares coming down as well. And I believe that we'll most likely see a pullback to about $5.25. $5.20 is the level we want to hold. We'll probably see this here in the morning, and then hopefully, so basically staying flat, then coming down pre-market, and then finding our bottom around $5.20, and then start moving towards back towards that $5.50 level, forming this overall inverse head and shoulders. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC, GME, and SPY. This video was a little bit shorter than your normal updates, but it contained all of the information that you need to know, guys. Basically, we're not getting many mixed signals at all. Things are very, very clear. Things are tracking exactly how we said they would over the weekly update and prediction, and I am very satisfied with each prediction that I made on AMC, Bitcoin, GME, SPY, GameStop, and so on and so forth. And these things are coming to fruition. Again, I did warn everybody about Bitcoin at 28K, letting them know that it would absolutely moon. Here it is at 47K. And I'm letting you know now that it is going to continue to moon. Bitcoin is about to go on a bull run. I believe that SPY is actually going to see a major pullback. I explain why all of these things are in the video, the Bitcoin video. And I believe that meme stocks actually do have a chance here in 2024 to actually see a recovery as they are finished with their bear cycle and they are finally ready to go into their bull cycles. These were the euphoria rallies. These lasted for about a year and some change. You can see they started here with this uptrend, and then it stopped here to this downtrend, and then this massive downtrend, which I believe is ending here at $11, and it's about to go in a uptrend, and it will actually even potentially make a higher high, believe it or not. So this is what I'm looking at for the meme stocks, AMC and GME, especially GME. I do not want to disappoint anyone. I believe that both stocks have a chance to squeeze and make a move, but GME's metrics are looking extremely juicy right now with the 23% short interest and the cost to borrow rising. If you go ahead and look at GME cost to borrow, it is rising And then, of course, if you look at some of the other things as well as utilization, it's sitting at about 87%. So again, GME having a very, very juicy squeeze score, in my opinion. Right here, it's saying here is a 86. And this is Frankies.com, and this is 57 for AMC. This is based off of Ortex, but this is showing you the numbers off of Ortex. This is basically a free website that gives Ortex numbers, and it's updated daily. But you can see the utilizations at 85% and squeeze score of 86 on GameStop. I believe GameStop is in a huge position to make a move, which would break the dam, allowing AMC to move with it, and we could see a pop to the upside with the meme stocks, believe it or not. Guys, this is the video. If you found the video informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content, and go ahead and check me out on the Discord if you want. If you don't, it's not a big deal. If you want to donate, you guys could donate during the live stream, or you could just go ahead and press like and leave a comment, and that is a great way to help the channel out. Again, I appreciate all forms of support, and I truly appreciate your guys' continued motivation to keep me moving forward. As always, have fun, stay safe, peace out. All right, guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, I appreciate your continued support. If you want to help out, all you have to do is leave a like and drop a comment. That is a great way to help the video get seen by more people. And as always, I appreciate you guys, especially the ones that donate super chats and things of that nature, but it is not necessary. All you have to do is drop a like and leave a comment. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.